Yes, I'm outside the building site for the second time this morning, and it still hasn't stopped raining yet. It has been pissing it down all morning. I am drowned, absolutely drowned. I know. I'm just trying to find somewhere to put this so I can lay it up. At the moment, I am sat here scoffing my tits off as I normally do, stuffing my face, getting even fatter, but hey, whatever. It's a miserable day. I always find this type of weather depressing, I really do. But I can't go in there just yet because there's one guy who's been unloaded where I'm supposed to be, so obviously there's no room. But that gives me the opportunity just to chill out, have something to eat, have a break, you know, as you do, because you have to take these advantages when you can, especially when your park's literally outside McDonald's. Absolutely proper stuff, yes. Oh, you're feeling hungry now, are you? Do you fancy one, do you? Thing is, right, I wasn't really wanting to have anything to eat this morning because when I got here, first of all, I was here early enough for the breakfast side of it, but I'm like, nah, I don't fancy it. I had a cup of coffee, but I didn't have anything to eat. But when I pulled a beer, and there's like, there's no room for you in here at the minute, and I'll have to wait till there, and I'm like, so I'm going to get a coffee or something to eat, and I'm like, oh, screw it. I'm going to get myself some food, stuff it. You know what I mean? But whatever. I just can't stop. I just can't stop eating crap. You know what I mean? But tasty crap nonetheless. Yeah. He's making a row out there, isn't he? What he's doing. When I'd finished here this morning, went off back up to Carrick, went into Unilever, dropped the trailer in there, come back out solo. As I'm coming down the island towards the, what would you call it? It's the Church Bridge Islands, I suppose you can call them now. Even though Church Bridge don't really exist, it's all the islands around by the toll road, by the A5, A34, all that sort of shit. And if you don't know that area, then you're pretty screwed anyway. Yeah. But it's literally the orbital, and at the bottom island, was as I'm driving down towards it, I see a guy running in the fucking island. I'm like, fuck's he doing running across there? Like, you know, I was like, is it in the middle of the road? What's he doing? And as I followed him, my eyes gazed across, and I'm like, well, there's an Arctic. I thought maybe he's broke down. As my eyes carried on going, thinking, why is there a car on the front of his fucking truck? And I mean, yeah, it looked like, the only thing I can suggest is that he's either pushed this guy around the island or he's caught him as this chap has pulled out in front of the Arctic, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, here we go. So that's caused a bit of commotion, and I'm like, well, you know, what do you expect? Fucking muppet. Unbelievable. I mean, I was on the way back with my trailer on. I just come off the M6. This was before the car that got stuck on the front of the truck. Come off the M6 at junction 11, so then I would turn right, follow it down that little bit of a dual carriageway. You come to another island, and I'd turn right at that island, and then you go down another titty bit of dual carriageway, and you come to another island. It ain't long, but then it goes into a single track, and I got this fucking bellend alongside me in a car. As I go around the island, he just goes, whoom, and he just over it, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? There was no room for him, but I had to fucking stop to let the idiot get through. I'm like, what are you doing? Oblivious, absolutely oblivious to the mistake that they made. But hey, typical of car drivers are just boneheads. I mean, several times in literally 2 or 3 days on that particular island, there's obviously lanes you got to get into for whichever direction you want to go, obviously. And for me, I'll come down the hill to the island. This is the main island where all the orbital island, I'll call it. There's a car garage and TK Maxx, all that sort of shit. It's got loads of bits and bobs in it. And I'm coming down. I'm on the far right, and then as you get to the very end of it, it splits into 3, and because you're in the far right, then you can scoot over and you're in the middle, and then you go around the island to the first set of lights, you're in the middle still, which then will allow you to go all the way around to the right and under the fucking bridge, and you have them on this side of you, and you're at those set of lights, and they just go wow straight across in front of you, instead of being on that side, which is where they should be. Unbelievable. I just don't care. Nobody seems to give a shit. Driving ability is wank. About as useful as that. So already, and it's not been a few, what was it, we on 12 o'clock? 6 hours in, and we've already had a bunch of muppets playing up. Ah well. Not to worry. These are the trials and tribulations of a truck driver. Yummy. You enjoy me? Hey, at the end of the day, I'm just keeping you up to date. And I am scoffing at the time. Well, you know, if I didn't keep you up to date, you'd be moaning. Bellissimo. Right then, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish off my snap, and I'll speak to you a lot later. Maybe tomorrow. You never know. Bye. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again.